Jeff, it's Deadpool 2 review time, which it can only mean one thing. Time to assemble our super duper fucking team.
Actually, Geiger, it's just going to be you and me on this one.
Wait, what? Why?
Well, I called Banner. He's with the family. Cycly's still dealing with that HBO lawsuit. And Nate Thurman just texted me back, I blocked your number. How were you able to text me? So I don't think any of them are coming.
God damn it. Fucking cue the music. Welcome into the Bro 4 Squad podcast. I'm Matt, he's Jeff, and we're here to review Deadpool 2 starring Ryan Reynolds and Josh Brolin, grading this movie as we grade all our movies on our 5 criteria: acting, cast, story, best scene, impacts on pulp culture, and rewatchability. So let's throw it to the mayor with acting and cast.
So if you saw the first Deadpool, I'm assuming this movie interests you, and it comes as no surprise. If you like Ryan Reynolds' shtick as the wisecracking smartass, then you will like his performance in this movie. If you don't like that, then just stay away from the theater. But what I will say, Josh Brolin, I thought, obviously this has been a big summer for him. I thought he did a really good job playing Cable, who's a difficult character to crack in a movie like this, because he's a cyborg from the future who has to play the straight man, which could be really boring. That didn't happen. And then also, not to take everyone off your plate map, it'll kind of be funny to watch you squirm and find someone to talk about. But Julian Dennison, the little kid who played Russell or Firestarter, I actually thought he was really good in this too. It's tough to find good kid actors, especially to act alongside Ryan Reynolds and not get totally embarrassed, and he held his own.
The only thing I'll piggyback you off of is Brolin. Tip the cap, dude. He got fucking shape for this. My God. I mean, he was in the best shape I have ever seen probably anyone in besides, I don't know, maybe Evans or Henry Cavill as a superhero role. I'm going to pick TJ Miller. My favorite comedian going right now. It's kind of sad. We're not going to get into that, but he's probably going to be going away for a while. And I'm not to a drug rehab facility either, like to prison. But I honestly thought after Silicon Valley and after Office Christmas Party that he was going to be like the next Will Ferrell for the next 5 years and be in like every comedic role. That hasn't seemed to happen, but he is great in these films. Miranda Baccarin, I think I'm saying that right. She's great in the first one. This one, are we doing spoilers?
Yeah, this will be a spoilers review. Let's do it.
Okay. I mean, she dies, so she has a limited role, but whenever she does it, her and Reynolds' chemistry on screen is just fantastic. She's just as good as this one, and I think her character develops very well in this. And Ryan Reynolds, not acting or cast, I'm going to talk about his writing, because I think he had a big influence on this. The only reason I say that is because Miller out as director, and this movie seemed to be just the same as the first movie. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that tonally they match up. As you see some of the sequels out there, I'm like, what the fuck? Does the first movie even matter? Because tonally this is all over the place. So I'm going to take all of them together. It was fantastically acted and directed. Going right into story. Go ahead.
So the story I thought in this one was probably the weakest component, but I'll preface that with saying I don't go into Deadpool 2 to see the story. You go into it because it's a meta, humor-driven film, and you go into it to see Ryan Reynolds make fun of all the superhero movies and the comic book genre. So the story was weaker than the first, which was expected just because the Deadpool and Russell relationship was not going to be able to live up to the Deadpool-Vanessa relationship we got from the first one. But it really wasn't as big of a detractor for me from the movie. What'd you think?
First off, it's funny as hell. It's as funny as the first, if that's what you're wondering. I don't want to give away too many of the jokes because we probably won't do them justice. This is the one thing I think every Deadpool fan forgets to even talk about in these movies, and that's that they're funny. They're great. They're awesome. But they have tremendous stakes. They have a lot of feelings and very well-acted scenes. A la Deadpool 1, the cancer scene.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of deep emotion in these movies. These are not just, we're going to make fun of every Marvel or DC movie. And then this one, I mean, him and Miranda's scenes about, love and trying to, have a kid and all that stuff. And whenever he loses her, it's insane how I can be like, man, Ryan Reynolds can fucking act. To be like, man, Ryan Reynolds is one of the funniest guys on the planet, literally in 10 minutes, and tonally it makes sense. And basically, taking away from this, not really story-wise, but Ryan Reynolds can act in anything he wants. He is just that fucking talented, for sure.
Yeah. He's like the me of acting, like me on the...
if he was on the Broforce squad, he would definitely be me, probably.
Oh, well, I was thinking more me, but whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, best scene. You have 2, I have 1, and it's Juggernaut v Colossus at the end. And here's why. Even though it's kind of a joke, it made the 8-year-old Matt Geiger like stand up and cheer, because I remember playing the X-Men arcade game in Walmart as a kid, and this was by far the coolest fight in that whole game. Also, I didn't think they made Juggernaut any bigger than a joke than they did in X3. That was supposed to be a serious movie. I thought they did a pretty good justice, you know, being a Deadpool movie where you kind of got to make fun of every character. But that was mine. I mean, he said cue the CGI fight, but I'm like, dude, Juggernaut v Colossus. It's kind of sad we've had like 15 X-Men movies and we've never gotten this fight, and we had to have it a Deadpool movie. But I was excited. I thought the fight sequence and the CGI was really well, and I thought Juggernaut looked fucking badass too. What do you got?
I loved how Deadpool was basically us in that scene when Juggernaut showed up. He's like, "You are one of my favorite comic book characters."
Yeah.
Even though he's in the fucking movie with him. Gosh, I want to run through both these real quick. The X-Force recruitment scene, we saw a lot of it in the trailer, and there's not much more to it than that in the movie, but it was just hilarious. And the quick wit between Wade Wilson and each of the respective people coming in. And the Peter shtick was one of those things that they showed it in every trailer, but it was still funny in the theater, which is hard to do when you know it's coming. And then the other one was, and of course this is spoilers, but it was when Deadpool, after Juggernaut ripped him in half, is in the process of growing his legs back, and Cable, Domino, Weasel, and Dopinder come to his house to basically plan their final attack on Juggernaut and Firestarter, and he's doing all of it basically like the height of a jockey. Basically that whole scene was just fucking hilarious. And I guess maybe we can save this for Impact, but I mean, the after credit scene, incredible.
Thank you for queuing me up on that. Impacts on pulp culture, because I'm basically talking about the after credit scene, and I'm just going to say this has never been done before in movies, and not just the after credit scene, but basically this whole Deadpool franchise. And probably the last time it's been done in entertainment, in my opinion, for all you wrestling fans, was the first 2 years of the NWO. I'm talking about basically breaking the fourth wall, burning bridges, you know, biting the hand that feeds you, whatever you want to talk about. And just like how the NWO used to just shit on WWF and Vince McMahon on live cable television when they're like, I didn't think they're supposed to talk about him. Ryan Reynolds will never work for Warner Brothers again. Can we agree on this? He has basically just shit on them for 2 straight movies, and I love it. You know, if you fuck up, if you made a bad movie, and like he said, he's like, dude, I thought this was my interest in the big leagues. It was a bad movie. I wear that. That's fucking awesome. Just like, you know, in the U.S. Open, you shoot an 85, wear it. Just say I played like shit today. Don't blame the greens. I fucking love it. I don't think it's ever going to be done before. Going deeper into that, I think you'll touch on this, but Disney coming involved, I'm really scared about it because I don't think they'll do that. But that's what I think on impacts on pop culture.
Well, the funny thing is, like, he's an equal opportunity in terms of making fun of people, because he went after Fox just as much in the post-credit scene. And from everything we've heard is they wanted to even do a Chris Evans as the Human Torch addition to the post-credit scene, which for what maybe Fox is like, all right, now we're already dead. You can take your foot off our fucking throats. Impact for me, I'll kind of piggyback on what you said about Fox and Disney. Assuming that acquisition goes through, I know it's hit a little bit of a road bump with Comcast now getting involved, trying to make a bid as well. But I'm interested to see what an X-Force franchise would or will look like, because if they try and make it a serious thing, while that's what it is in the comics, I mean, based on the way that it was set up in this movie, it still has to have the tone of a Deadpool, where it's basically making fun of the concept of a franchise movie. And I'm not sure if, even if Fox kept it, I'm not sure if they'd be interested in doing that. So I guess the impact there is, what do you do going forward? Because Ryan Reynolds has made it very clear that he does not want to beat Deadpool like a dead horse, and wants to kind of value the creative liberties and freedom they've taken in the movie. So I don't think we'll see a third Deadpool for a while, so I'm a little interested there.
Rewatchability, this is the easiest one. Yes, absolutely, I'll rewatch this. I might actually go see it in theaters again, because the little leg scene, I had to take a piss so bad because I drank so many beers that I kind of missed most of that. But this was a great movie. I'm going to rewatch it a ton. Actually, what do we always say about a great sequel? It makes you want to watch the first. I'm watching the first tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a beer and watch the first one tonight, for sure.
I think I'm going to do the same thing. And yeah, I definitely want to go see it again because there's so many quick punch, quick hit jokes that I'm sure I missed, like several hilarious ones. Especially during the convoy scene when I'm more focused on the action and less on what Deadpool's saying over the radio. I need to just go back and rewatch that scene alone.
All right, guys, we're the Bro4 Squad. Check us out on our website, bro4squad.com, Twitter @Bro4Squad, and we have a YouTube, so please subscribe to that so you don't miss anything. Till then, I'm Matt. He's Jeff from all our other super duper team that could not make it. We'll see you later.
You think TJ Miller can listen to this from prison?
Bye, Kara.